Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
See, fourth program is this. Develop an application to set an image as wallpaper on click of a button. The wallpaper image should start to change randomly every 30 seconds. So the UI part is very simple here. So and the Java code is also not too big, very small it is. Let us try to finish this program soon. So heading, so we are displaying like this, changing wallpaper application and just one button. Now when I click on this, okay, so your app starts running and then it will go for changing the wallpaper of your phone for every 30 seconds. So that is what is the fourth program is. And this is what we will do now. So I've already kept open everything. So Android Studio is already open and even my emulator is also running. Okay. So before I start, let me say a few things here. Now you need three main classes here. One is timer class is required. Why timer class is required? So because after every 30 seconds, you should go for changing the wallpaper of your phone. So for that, you need timer class. Another class is drawable. Drawable class is required. So because all the wallpapers which you change, okay, we will be storing inside the drawables folder. And to access these wallpapers which are stored inside the drawable folder, you require the drawable class. And then, so another important class that is required is wallpaper manager. Now without this class, it is not possible for you to change the wallpaper. For you to change the wallpaper, so this wallpaper manager class is necessary. So these are the three important classes that we will be using in our program now. And apart from that, so we create the timer object, okay? Timer object. On that timer object, we invoke, say for example, I'm creating a timer object with the name, it's a timer, my timer. So using this my timer, on this my timer, I invoke the execution of method called as schedule. And this method takes three parameters. One, the first parameter is task to be done. Task to be done. And the second parameter is delay in milliseconds. And third parameter is period in milliseconds. So these are the three arguments what the schedule method takes. Now task to be done is changing the wallpaper and this task, okay, I define the delay. So I want this task to be done after every 30 seconds. So this is in milliseconds. Since I'm saying it as 30 seconds, I have to give the value over here as 30,000. And what is this period is? Period is again something related to delay. So this is the initial delay. Say for example, I click on the what change wallpaper button, and here if I've given 5,000, so the wallpaper changing will start after 5 seconds. So it will, the first wallpaper gets changed after 5 seconds, and then after every 30 seconds you can see the change in the wallpaper. Okay, so these are the four important things that is required, and later we will start writing the code for next thing is implementing this, how the task to be done should be implemented, how you are going to implement this. Okay, so all these things, these are the three main classes, and this is the method, important method that we make use. Okay, schedule. So now we will start now. Now I'm here. So already my activity main.xml is open. I've changed it to the linear layout also. Okay. Again here, let us change the orientation to vertical. Vertical orientation. So this, I'll remove all these things. And then I Make the width as match parent, height as wrap content, and instead of hello world, I'll name it as wallpaper changing app. And after this, we need just one button. So we'll create that. So button, match parent, height I say wrap content. I'll give the ID as change wall paper. Text change wallpaper. On click change wallpaper. Okay. So these are the things. So now let us go and check the design how it looks. So it looks like this, and let me center this and increase the font size of this heading. Text size 30 sp. Text alignment center. Text color. Okay, this is fine. So now I'll check the design again. So this is how it is looking. So only one button, that's all. So I click on change wallpaper. Now we'll go for the activity main. Now here, as I mentioned earlier, so we got to create objects of these three classes. So let me create first the timer object. So timer. So I waited for the drop down list to appear. I'm clicking now. I pressed enter. Timer. Let me call it as my timer. So this is the name of the object. So and again another class is drawable. So drawable. So that is Android graphics drawable. Press enter. Now let me create the name of the object as drawable in lowercase. Okay. So this D is in lowercase. Okay. Next. So another class is wallpaper. Wallpaper. See, you got it. So wallpaper manager. Okay. Android app. So click enter. Okay. Now I'll give the name of the object as WPM. So wallpaper manager. W for wall, P for paper, and M for manager. Now here, let us take one more variable, integer variable, int next is equal to 1. Let me initialize it to 1. Why? I'll tell you this. Okay. So these three things you got to do. So create objects of these three classes, and one class scope variable with the name next we have taken integer variable and we have initialized it to 1. Next here in my on create, so I'll go for creating my timer object. So my timer, so I'm initializing my timer is equal to new timer. I've initialized it. Okay. Now I create an instance of my wallpaper. WPM is equal to, so wallpaper manager dot get instance this. I'll show you again. I'm erasing this. So just write wallpaper manager, you get this wallpaper manager dot get instance. Select this and pass the context this. Okay, now so come outside this on create. Now we'll go to the activity main again. Now here the name of the method what I've given for on click is change wallpaper. So let us write this now. Public void change wallpaper view v. Now here let us call the function set wallpaper, or we can give set wallpaper. This is not a built-in function, so we got to write the definition for this. So now it is showing in the red. Now before writing the definition of this set wallpaper, so wallpapers are required, right? So you can download them from the net. So let me stop here. I'm minimizing my Android Studio. Okay, so I've already downloaded. So go, you can Google and download some good wallpapers. I have downloaded all these wallpapers. I have named them as one. See, all the namings what you're doing should be in the lowercase. Okay, 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is 9 and 10. I have 10 wallpapers here. So you can go to the Google. So search for beautiful beautiful wallpapers in JPG format. Okay, so take flower, okay, flower wallpaper and download them. So 10 you download. So while downloading, you see that you're downloading them in the JPG format. Okay, and while naming, so you got to give all names in the lowercase, something like this. Okay, now all this wallpapers I'm copying them. So first I've downloaded and I've saved them under the folder with the name wallpapers. Anywhere you can save. Now I'm copying them. I've selected them. I'm copying. Now I'll go back to the Android Studio. I go to the drawable folder. On the drawable folder, I right click. So I right click on the drawable folder. I'll just say paste. Click on the paste. Okay. So now just say OK. Don't choose anything. You can just click on OK. Okay. It says choose destination directory. So don't do anything. It is automatically selected. Click on OK. So now again, you got to click on refactor. Say all my wallpapers are copied to the drawable folder now. Okay. So this much I'm doing. Now I'll come back to my Java code. Now I'll go for writing the definition of set wallpaper. Okay. So public void.
Sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Show the drawing thing again.
Which one? This pasting the wallpapers here?
Yes.
Okay. So copy the wallpapers from the folder where they are. Okay. Just say Control A, right click, copy. So come to Android Studio, right click on this, click on paste, click on paste. So now I'm not doing because I've already pasted. When you click on paste, so your next thing what you got to do is click on OK. Okay, and then click on refactor. That's all. Hope you got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we're writing the definition for set wallpaper. Now here in set wallpaper, so I make use of this. So my timer dot schedule. So my timer object is already created. So it is with my timer itself. So I'll use that. And it is already initialized. So my timer dot schedule. See, there are many things. So schedule one which takes three parameters: task, delay, and period. So another one is task, date and time, long delay. So we'll go for the first one which takes three parameters. So I'm pressing enter now. So try to choose this. So schedule, which takes the task to be scheduled, delay in milliseconds, and the period in millisecond. Okay, done. So now I need to define my task. So what I'll do is new timer task. So just new timer task. This is what you need to select. So I'm going to define my task inside this. Okay, so I just select the second one and press enter. Okay, so when I press enter, see it gets underlined something like this in red. Don't worry. Okay, so what I've done now, I've written only my first parameter. So for this schedule, only this first parameter is written. Still, I got to write this delay in milliseconds and period in milliseconds. Okay. Now what is that I need to do? So come here. So this is the closing for this. Now if I click here, so this is the closing for this timer task. Okay. Just here. So please all of you observe here. You got to carefully observe here. Here. So this curly braces is the closing for this. That means this is your first parameter. The task to run I'm going to write inside this run method. Okay. Now here I need to put a comma. Here I need to put a comma here. Again I'll show you. Say this from here till here it is your first parameter. Okay. Here you got to put a comma. Then specify the delay. And the question says after every 30 seconds. So delay is, so I'm writing 30,000. So 30,000 is nothing but 30 seconds. Okay, comma. And the period I'll give it as 5,000, 5 seconds. So this is the initial time. So when I run my application, it will take 5 seconds to change the wallpaper. After 5 seconds, it will change the wallpaper. And after that, for every 30 seconds, it goes for changing the wallpaper. Okay. Now here inside the run method, I'm done now. I'm done writing all the three parameters. I've written my task, but it is, the definition is not yet written, and delay I've specified and period I've specified. You got to be very careful while specifying the delay in milliseconds and where it has to be done here. Here, just after the closing curly braces for the timer task. Now just go into the run method. Okay, inside the run method. Now I make use of this variable now. Int next is equal to 1. Okay, if next equal to 1, because I have 10 images, so I should keep rotating with those 10 images. Okay, 10 JPG files. So first I'll make my first image, that is 1, as the wallpaper, and after 30 seconds I'll go for making the JPG image which is named as 2 as my wallpaper. Okay, no? Like this I go till 10, and once I reach 10, and again I'll come back to 1. So this I keep cycling. Okay. Now if next is equal to 1, I'm opening the bracket. Now what I do, I need to get the image. Where is my image? Where is my wallpaper? It is there inside the drawable folder. Now for that I've created already a drawable object with the name drawable. I'll make use of this drawable object. DRA drawable is equal to get resource. See, this drawable itself is inside the resources. Okay, RES. Get the resources. Dot get drawable. So in drawable again, I'll show you again. Dot get drawable. So in drawable there are two things again. So the second one you have to choose, that is get drawable, one which takes ID, and one which takes the theme is not necessary for us. Get drawable ID, int ID. Okay. I'm pressing enter. Okay. Now here you got to pass the ID, r dot ID dot. So what is the name? Sorry, it's not ID, r dot drawable. Drawable dot, okay, 1 I'll choose. So you can see the image also here. Okay, 1. The value of next is 1. So this is what the image I get from the drawable. Okay, so I go to the resources and then to the drawable, and I am getting this 1. Okay, this 1.jpg I'm getting it. I'm assigning it to the drawable object. Okay, next. After this, I'll make next is equal to 2. I'll make it next is equal to 2. And again, else if next is equal to 2. Let me copy this. So now I get the second image, that is one which is named as TWO. Okay, this 2. Where is 2 here? Here, this one. Okay. So similarly, I repeat the same thing for all. Okay, let me copy this entire thing now. So sorry, next is equal to 3 I'll make. So when I have the image 2.jpg set as my wallpaper, what I'll do in the next after 30 seconds, I'll go for making next is equal to 3, and in the after next 30 seconds, it will make 3.jpg as your wallpaper. Okay, let me copy this entire else if next is equal to 3. So this I'll change it to 3. So this I'll change it to 4. Again, if next is equal to 4, so this I'm changing it to 4. This I'm changing it to 5. So this is next is 5. So drawable dot 5. This we are changing it to 6. This is 6. And this is 6 again here. And this is 7. This is 7. 7. And next is 8. 8. 8. This is 9. So we have come to the end now. This is 9. 9. And this is 10. And this you set it to 1. Okay, or otherwise else also you can write else display 10 and set it back to 1. So that also you can do. Okay, so this much we have done. Next. Now here, just after this last else if, I'll create a bitmap image. Bitmap. See this one. Bitmap, that is Android graphics. Select this. IMG is equal to. So this drawable object, I need to cast it into bitmap drawable. Okay, so this is just a drawable object. So I need to convert or cast this into a bitmap drawable. Now how to do that? Bitmap drawable. So this one. Okay. Bitmap drawable, and you write the drawable object. Drawable. Now this whole thing on this drawable object which is casted into bitmap drawable dot. So you have to say get bitmap. So I'll do again dot get bitmap. Okay. Get bitmap. So from the drawable object, so you're getting the bitmap image which is assigned. So you're casting it into bitmap drawable, assigning it to this object, bitmap object. Next. So what you got to do is you got to set this image now. How to set? You got to make use of your wallpaper manager object. WPM is what I have to make use of. WPM dot set. See, set bitmap. So where is the bitmap? It is in IMG. So it is in IMG. IMG. But still, say after writing this, this is in red. Why? Because this has to be written inside the try and catch block. So if you're trying to set some wallpaper, if the wallpaper is not in the proper format and if it cannot be set, your entire Android operating system hangs. So for that purpose, that exception you have to handle. Now for that reason, this has to be written inside the try catch block. So what I'm doing, I'm clicking here. Okay, so it says, so yeah, and permission is also required. So to set the wallpaper, so you got to take the permission from what? The Android operating system, and that you got to write inside the Android manifest. So all permissions has to be taken from the Android manifest. Now how to add the permissions here? I'm going here. So just click here. See, add permission, set wallpaper. If I click this, so there is a statement added here. So I come to Android, see users permission, Android. So this Android permission set wallpaper. So you got to request the permission from the Android operating system to set the wallpaper, and all request to the Android operating system has to be written using users permission. This I didn't write now, so I automatically did it. Now I'm just so deleting this entire thing. Now I'm coming here again. I click on this. So I have to save. Okay, now it was red. Now since I added and deleted, it is not showing again it in red. So let me manually write it. So it's easy. Users permission, open the angle bracket, users permission. Okay, so this one Android permission set wallpaper. Okay, set wallpaper and close. Okay, that's it. Now come back and again it is underlined in red. Okay. So you got to surround it with try and catch. I'm doing that. See, within try back, I've written this set bitmap image, and this is okay. But still now it's still saying it says add permission. Add. So now I add it. It's taking some time to get reflected. So let me save it again and come back here. It's okay, no issues. Let me add one more time. So set wallpaper permission added. So it was added twice. Okay, so let me go for deleting this. So it is added twice. So and this is what I manually wrote it. So this also I'm deleting it. So this is enough. Now I come here. Now everything is fine. So it is done now. The program is done. Okay, now we'll go for running this. So my emulator is already running. So I click on run. It will take some time to run.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Can you scroll a bit up?
Scroll up.
Yeah.
So you got to be very careful while writing here. Okay, especially writing this delay. See from here. So let me click here. From here to here, it is your task. So the first argument to your schedule, and this is the second argument, and this is the third argument. Yeah. It's still building the Gradle file. So now it is installing. So now launching the activity. Now the app runs. See, it is running. Now what I have to do now, I have to just click on this change wallpaper button. Now I clicked on it. So what is happening? Nothing. What you have to do is wallpaper you cannot see here. You have to minimize this. After clicking on this, you got to minimize. Okay. I don't know whether I clicked it properly or not. Let me see. Yeah, now it is changing. You can see the wallpaper will change now. It will change soon. Yeah. Did you notice that?
Yes, sir.
See, now it has changed one more. So there is difference. Emulator always there's some differences will be there. So it's still running. I think something happened. So now again it is changing. It will change. See, it has changed. So after doing, you make APK and run it in your phone. So my emulator is slow. So after every 30 seconds, it gets changing. My emulator is slow, it is taking some time. Now it is set. Now after 30 seconds, again this will change. An emulator, it doesn't look nice. You make APK and put it to your phone. It looks very nice. So now again it is changing. It will change now. So my emulator is slow. It's not working fast. See, it has changed. So able to notice? Hello? Okay. So this much. I guess all of you noted down this. So please respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I'm stopping the recording.